Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. You and me, we need to talk. So sit down and relax on this lovely Thursday. It's lovely. It's already starting. It's already starting to get even more lovely and beautiful. We're going to talk about that too. So yes, Thursday, February 17th, 2022. Before I even talk about the markets, let's talk about the data. We just got two pieces of economic news, and as usual, it's freaking horrible. Well, yesterday was great, wasn't it? This tremendous, fantastic retail sales number. No one can understand how great it was or why this number was so big, nor could they understand why the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down about 400 points on the back of it. Well, again, I covered this for you. There's a phenomenon going on that we see time and time again in inflationary events where people go out and they just stack stuff away. They're stockpiling, they're hoarding. All right, I covered that. But today, actually, you know what? Hold that thought real quick. If you remember, it was bizarre, again, how the data doesn't matter. So we got that great number. Dow Jones Industrial Average was down. Then we get the Fed minutes, which were kind of dovish in my view. Stock market went positive. We finished barely at the flat line. It's all about the Fed. The Fed's driving everything. The Fed is in control of every freaking thing. They control the financial system around the world, which means they control the world. Okay, they are the government now. I hope you understand that. So today, this morning, we got two pieces of abysmal economic news. Number one, this number here, another 248,000 people applying for first-time unemployment claims. The number came in way worse than expected. The experts out there were expecting a 216,000. They're delusional. With regard to housing starts, cratering, falling off of a cliff, over 4%. But again, the data doesn't matter. It's all about the Fed, easy money, and that's it. And inflating debt on an incredible scale. Now, this morning, for my lions out here, there's a bit of a fear trade. You know what I'm going to tell you. Buy it. What's the fear trade right now? So apparently there is some escalation of activities, or at least that's what they're telling us. Again, you can't believe any of it. I don't believe it, but I'm just telling you how the market works. So Russia-Ukraine border, there's some kind of thing going over there. Market doesn't like it. 10-year yield now came down just below 2%. Okay, that should have raised your eyebrows. Again, I told you, if you see that, especially in this environment, it's a fear trade. You got the dollar slightly higher right now, stock futures lower, pointing towards a lower open. Clear fear trade in my view, and you and I need to buy the fear. When people get fearful, that's when you pounce, because they make bad decisions here, period, the freaking end. Anyway, with that said, I was writing a few other things down here this morning, and again, just keep in mind, I know you understand this, you gotta watch the flow of money through the markets. Like I said, data, forget about it. It don't matter, and it's all fake anyway. It really is. The propaganda, it's all propaganda. So all we have to do to stay ahead of it is pay attention to where cash is moving through the market. Understanding that, again, and I hope you do, the easy money is not going to stop in any way. Yes, we are going to get a rate hike relatively soon here. The market, in my view, is going to gain on the back of it. The market wants action. I told you this before. With regard to other things here, let's move forward. I already explained to you the 10-year yield down a little bit. Fear trade going on. Dollar higher, knee-jerk. Futures lower. Crude oil. Crude oil is the lifeblood of the military-industrial complex. This is why you all understand that we're seeing, $90+ WTI crude. It's all a game. Now, with that said, it's still in la land, but that doesn't mean it's not going much higher. So watch for some kind of pullback at one point, and then we're going to get in here and we're going to buy the dip. We're going to buy energy. You can use the exchange traded fund XLE, UCO for crude if you are so inclined. But don't go crazy with this stuff just yet. We need to see a drop. Once we get a drop, we buy that dip, and it's going much, much freaking higher as the market is too. You all know that here. The banks, people, look, I don't know how to put this to you another way. You must have these banks in your portfolio. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America. I've been telling you this for I don't know how long now, months. Okay, large cap dividend paying stocks nibbling at the tech sector. You can use the Qs, the triple Qs for that. Again, at the same time here, people betting against the debt, becoming your own central bank, hoarding. You want to hoard something? Hoard silver, all right? It's the most undervalued asset on the planet in my view, and I'm sure most of you would agree with me. I love gold. I love platinum and palladium too, but silver is it. Cryptocurrencies right now are under pressure. You got Bitcoin around 42,000, just over 42. In my view, again, you know how this is going to play out. Look, why are you and me, again, let's remind ourselves, why are we holding physical silver, gold, platinum and palladium, cryptocurrencies? Why? Because we realize at one point there's going to be a tsunami of cash moving from one set of assets into another. We are in an economic free fall globally. Should be clear to you, all right? The propaganda ministry is doing everything they can to convince you that it's not real. Even though, again, they admit real wages are cratering at their fastest pace ever. Inflation surging at its fastest pace ever. Debts and deficits continue to hyper balloon. Small businesses here in the United States have been decimated, wiped out. Corporate America, stronger than they've ever been. We have the S&P 500 today just 6 lousy % off of a new all-time high. Does any of this make sense to you? It's incredible, isn't it? Really is. There has been no taper. Prove it to yourself. Go to the Federal Reserve's own website. The truth is always hidden in plain sight. Look at their balance sheet, okay? There's been no taper whatsoever. Rate hikes moving forward, the lie is being propagated yet again. Yes, rate hikes are going to tame inflation. Nothing could be further from the truth. As I said yesterday, that's just one piece of a big puzzle. And the rate hikes that we are going to get will not in any way, shape, or form put even a scratch in the surging price of inflation here. Like I said, the Fed would have to reduce its balance sheet by like 75%. They won't do that because the Fed is not done fulfilling their goal to own it all. So you can expect any of the dog shit talk to just be that. Again, when the Fed says something, realize they're more than likely going to do the polar opposite. If they're telling you they're going to be aggressive with rate hikes because they really want to combat inflation, expect these to be token, nonsensical rate hikes, which the market wants to see. The financial sector, the banks are going to benefit off of that. You know that. Anyway, so right now we have a fear trade on, people. And I'm going to tell you yet again, get long Russia, Ukraine, meaning buy the market. If in fact, yet again, I'm going to say it, there is an incursion over there, some kind of military action, expect the market to take a hit. The market will more than likely take a hit, probably a big one. Crude oil is going to go crazy. I went over recently how you can hedge your portfolio against this stuff, but if you're already in the right spots, like I tell you every day, be long the market, large cap dividend paying stocks, also long risk off assets, physical gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and of course, my take, cryptocurrencies, because I believe, again, the market capitalization of cryptos is going to balloon, okay, once the debt market implodes. That's the real reason why we are holding risk off assets for that tsunami of cash that is going to move simply from one set of assets into another. So we got this covered. You all know that, but I'm going to tell you, get long, buy Russia, Ukraine, buy the fear, period, the end, and you will be rewarded, at least from a financial standpoint. People, look, it's out of control, although it is in control. We are in the most interesting times, I think, in history right now with central banks who are, unfortunately, the government. They've taken over everything. And maybe one day, maybe we'll get a revolution, because that's what we need. These institutions, they got to go. And they have now become the most powerful organizations on the planet. There's nothing like it. The Federal Reserve, for example, you will know this. They have the full military might and backing of the U.S. Armed Forces, henceforth the petrodollar. Do you think this was set up for just no reason? So they can point that weapon at anyone, even at you. So just be ready for it. All right, people, look, that's pretty much it. Lots of stuff here. I would love to hear your comments about the data. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. It's all about easy money for the market as our economy continues to crater. This is all by design. The economy will continue to crater until the Fed has finished its goal to eliminate the entire middle class, to destroy the economy, to be the lender and buyer of last resort, and to become the power, the world power. We already have a one world government. It's collectively the central banks of the world. Everything else is just theater, and I think you get it. Love you a lot. Share the video. See you later.